Hello, my name is Justin Joyce, and my speech today will be about not only recycling, but how to make America recycle better. Currently living in Germany, it was a big eye opener with their recycling because now I have a yellow, brown, blue, and black bin I got to recycle in for all my trash, and it's half the size of the American bins. Now I know being in America, we have usually a brown and a black bin everywhere. Most of us also have a blue here and there, but we don't have a set standard everywhere we live. And that is part of the issues we have. So even though both the US and Germany recycle, how they actually do it is different. As I said, the way in each state can vary. Living in Georgia, we had a black and a green bin for recycling. In California, we had a black, blue, and yellow bin for everything. So another part is, even though we recycle in the US, everything goes in the same blue bin, no matter what it is, as long as it's recyclable. According to EPA.gov, American recyclables include cardboard, paper, food boxes, mail, beverage cans, food cans, glass bottles, jars, jugs, plastic bottles, and their caps. So all this gets thrown into one big bin, gets taken to a recycling point, dumped out, and now has to be re-separated. Whereas in Europe, what they do is everything for the yellow bin, you're only allowed to put plastic. For the brown bin, there's only food waste. The blue bin can be paper or cardboard. Everything else goes into the black bin. Now also in each German town, you will have a green bin, a clear bin, and a brown bin for glassware. That is all you're allowed to put in those. In Europe, recycling is a choice, but it's a choice that comes with consequences. You don't have to recycle. However, when you buy plastic bottles and most glass bottles, such as this, you will pay a tariff. This one is a 25-cent Euro tariff. Now, if you choose to recycle, you will get your money back, or a coupon to use at the store that you turn it into. In America, they have started to where they're doing 5 to 10 cent taxes on plastics, which a lot of times we never take them back. We'll throw them in our recycling bin at our house, but we never get our money back. One good thing about Germany, even though we pay more for our stuff, we get more of that money back, so it's more of an incentive to actually recycle. According to WordPress.com, Germany works as a polluter pays policy, meaning the manufacturer is the one that actually has to take care of their trash. They pay a fee to the country every year to have their products labeled recyclable. This also comes into play when Germany does their trash pickup. As a citizen, we only pay for whatever's in our black trash bin now. Everything that is recyclable has already been paid for. So we've talked about how the high deposits of 25 cents Euro to 5 cents, 10 cents American, and that is one way because we all do care about our money. However, Germany has another reason for recycling so much. They have no active landfills, so they have nowhere to put this. According to howtogermany.com, states recycling is Germany's contribution to the global battle for the environment, and thus far has been successful. Now, when the state's growing up, there's usually a landfill near every town. One reason Americans are very vocal about recycling. However, unless there's a national standard, it's always going to be each state, each town doing it their own way. And for the most part, this will work, but if you add in the convenience of the amount of trash we generate in America from going to fast food restaurants, going shopping, everything adds up quickly, especially the bags. Now, the US and Germany both charge for plastic bags. However, Germany charges you 30 to 50 cents Euro per bag, and it's not refundable. The states will generally charge you a 7 to 10 cent fee, which at the time, depending upon what you're buying, may be worth it, maybe not. So keeping the reasons behind why recycling aside, it is also too important to know what really happens with what we recycle. So imagine in America, you put everything in your blue bin, you separate it out from your regular non-recyclable trash, and it all goes to the same landfill. It seems like something that should never happen. However, according to an article in the New York Times, Oregon would sell a lot of their recyclable plastics to China. Over the years, China has melted it down, recycled it, reused it, but this has affected their air quality. So as of this past January, they stopped importing all the plastics they deemed hazardous to their own health. What happened was Oregon ended up having to put all this extra plastics in a landfill because they ran out of room to put it. And they are still today trying to figure out what their next step is so they can actually go back to recycling. Americans recycle roughly 60 million tons of trash every year. Germany generates 30 million tons of trash a year. What this sounds like is Americans are recycling twice as much as what Germany is even producing. So that should be good. However, in a study in 2007, Germany was found to have recycled 70% of their products, whereas America was only at 30%. According to greenamerica.org, Americans can raise their recycling rates, but it will take government policy, corporate responsibility, community will, and individual effort for that to happen. This also means that the U.S. needs to look abroad and see how other nations are doing it so we can make it fit ourselves. So even though the U.S. has come a long way in both how and why they recycle, they can still get better. Thank you.